Hey guys, it's Kathleen with Thrifty Britches. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I am a part-time reseller and a full-time school counselor, and I have an eBay store with my sister Karen, who is a full-time kindergarten teacher and a part-time reseller as well. We sell mostly clothing, but some hard goods on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And so if reselling content is something that you are interested in, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and give us a thumbs up to let us know that you like this kind of content. Okay guys, it has been a hot minute since I have done a what sold video. The things that I'm going to include in my video today are things that have sold within the last 2 to 2.5 weeks. It has been really slow so far, the end of February and into March. Things picked up a smidge this weekend, and I am filming this on Sunday the 7th, but really it's been pretty slow. Okay, let's get right into it. I'm going to start first with everything that's sold on Poshmark. And so this first item is the pink jacket that you'll remember from one of my recent thrift hauls. It is pink in color, but it is also pink in name. It is pink by Victoria's Secret. It's this pretty ombre jacket. It is in a size large, and we picked it up at the Salvation Army for $4.99, and we flipped it for $20. Next is Show Me Your Moo-Moo, short sleeve navy blue shirt. I love picking up Show Me Your Moo-Moo. It moves for us, has a great sell-through rate, and even though this was a size small, and usually the bigger sizes do better for me, this one was not listed very long. It sold within 2 weeks. We got this at a yard sale for $2, and we sold it for $18. Next Poshmark item is this pink blush maternity dress. This was listed for about 2.5 weeks. We got this at a yard sale for only $4. It's in a size large, and it was new with tag, and we flipped it for $12. Okay, you guys know how much I love soft surroundings. Most soft surroundings is going to be a bolo, and this is no exception. This was in just my last thrift haul, and this actually sold overnight after I listed it. And so this is this cute little multicolored stretch skirt. It has the spandex shorts underneath the mini skirt. It's in a size large. We picked it up at Goodwill for $5.99, and we sold it for $22. So that was a really decent flip and really fast. Next is this dolman sleeve shirt by Splendid, which is new in tags. This has been listed between 2 and 3 weeks. It is really cute, and it was also new with tags. I want to say it retailed for around $50, somewhere around there. I can't really remember off the top of my head. We picked this up at Goodwill for $5.99, and we sold it for $15. Next item are these kids size 10, 12 Columbia pants. These were really nice, except they had a few almost like bleach spots on them, and that's okay. I just noted them because other than that, they were in really good condition. They had an adjustable waist, which I know from having kids myself, it's golden to have that adjustable waist. So we picked them up for $3 at an estate sale, and we sold them for $19. So that's not bad for something that has a little bit of damage on it. I was pretty happy with that. These Eileen Fisher pants were the next item to sell. They are in a size extra large. I picked them up at an estate sale for $8, and I sold those for $55. Eileen Fisher has been hanging around a little bit for us, but all of a sudden we have just sold several pieces in a row. So I'm hoping that everything else is going to start to move, because I have a lot of winter stuff for Eileen Fisher, and I have a couple of really good sweaters that are new with tags, and even though they're getting a lot of likes, they are moving nowhere, so I need them gone. This pair of Brooks leggings is in a size large that we picked up at Goodwill for $5.99, and we sold them on Poshmark for $12. These also hung around a little while. I probably had them listed a little bit over a month. I thought these Formentini pumps were beautiful. They are in this gorgeous silver shimmery color. I even thought people would pick them up for New Year's, but they didn't. They just sat. And out of nowhere, I got an offer on Poshmark for them for $35, so I snatched that offer right up. I paid $5.99 for these at Goodwill, I think they're in a European size 39, which is about a US size 8. Next up is this Ann Taylor Loft Alpaca Blend Open Cardigan. I thought this was really pretty, and we picked it up at Goodwill for $5.99. And it's sold for $14. I was really surprised with the comps on this, and I think I mentioned that in the thrift haul when I showed this sweater initially. It's hung around for a little bit over a month, but I thought anything with alpaca was just a slam dunk. Not so much, because the comps on these were a little bit weak, and then like I said, I ended up taking a $14 offer just to get it out of my closet to make room for some of my stuff for spring. Next is this Cachet Gold size extra large tunic. This is the one that had those faux leather buckles on them. Really liked this. This sold really quickly. I want to say it was listed for about 4 or 5 days. We paid $5.99 for this at Goodwill, and it sold for $20. Okay, the last item that I have from Poshmark is this sequined Mickey sweatshirt. This has been listed for about 2 months. It's in a size medium, and you know, I really didn't look at the comps when I purchased this. I picked it up at a yard sale for $2, so I figured, $2, what's the big deal? But not all Mickey stuff sells. Now, this was authentic Disney wear, and I thought with the sequins, it was a slam dunk, but when I got home and I looked at the comps, it turns out that it was really, really saturated with things like this. And so I accepted an offer of $16. I mean, still $2 into $16, I mean, that's not bad. That's nothing to complain about, but I kind of thought because it was Disney and sequined, it was gonna do a little bit better than it did. The rest of this what sold video is all eBay. So this first item, you'll remember from my last thrift haul, this was the Soma bra in a 34C. That really wasn't fitting me too well, and so I was getting rid of it. I paid $19.99 for it, and I flipped that within 2 days of having listed it for $20.99. And I only paid $19.99 for it, so I was super happy with that. This next item actually hasn't been paid for yet, so hopefully the buyer is going to follow through and pay for it. But this was the Miss Elaine robe that was also from my last thrift haul. We picked this up at Goodwill for $6.99, and so I accepted an offer on that for $22.33, which was a super specific and odd offer, but I was happy to see it moving out the door, and it sold within about 4 to 5 days of having listed it. Next up is this Loft Beach cover-up. I didn't even get this into my upcoming thrift haul. It sold within 12 hours of having listed it. So this was new with tags, and I believe it retails for right around $80. It was like $79.50 or something like that. Really, really pretty. It is a soft fabric. It has got kind of a Henley look to it, where it has a few buttons down the front and then a tie waist. And so we picked this up at a yard sale for $2, and we sold that for $20. Next is this pair of Rockports. They were also in a very recent thrift haul. They are a size 8, and they were new without the box. These sold in about 6 to 7 days, right around a week after I had listed them. We picked these up at Goodwill for $5.99, and we sold them for $23. I think I had them listed right around $30, but I accepted an offer of $23. Okay, this next item was definitely in my last thrift haul. This is that Headbangers toy. It is like a, I think it's like a field goal kicking toy or something like that. I paid $1.99 for that at Goodwill, and I picked it up thinking that it was new in the box. And then when I got it home and looked a little closer, it was not new in the box. And so that was kind of a big bummer, because I had to price it lower because they were going new in the box for $50. But I priced it at $25, and I received an offer of $23, which I absolutely took in a heartbeat. And so that toy was listed for a total of 4 days before it sold. Also from that same thrift haul is the Peppa Pig Funhouse, or whatever it's called, Playhouse. And so I picked this up at Goodwill with all of the accessories and the car for $2.99. And this sold fairly quickly on Mercari for $25. I accepted an offer for $25. I am scaling back a little bit on Mercari, and let me know in the comments how you feel about Mercari. Their shipping makes me mental. it seems like everything is either $4.99 or $9.99, and there's no in between, and it really starts to hack people off. I've also gotten burned with shipping where if, you know, once I get it all packaged up and I weigh it, it's a little bit heavier. I have to bump up to the next shipping, but the buyer has already paid shipping to them. They won't give me back that shipping, even though that label is not being used. And so I think what I'm going to do is start doing everything on Mercari as free shipping, bump up my price a little bit, and start using pirate shipping to ship it on out, because I'm about done having to deal with Mercari and their customer service. It's a nightmare. So I get enough sales from Mercari that I don't want to just stop using it altogether, but it's kind of giving me a migraine having to deal with them and their shipping nonsense. Okay, I've spoken before about Torrid and how much I love selling Torrid and how it has such a great sell-through rate for us, and this is no exception. This is a black and yellow floral tunic. It was kind of sheer, and it was in a size 2, and Torrid has vanity sizing, so that's a 2X. We got that at Goodwill for $5.99, and it sold for $15. This one hung around a little bit. It's probably been listed at least 3 weeks. It might even be close to a month, but it finally did sell, and it's not the greatest rate of return. I much prefer to pick up Torrid at estate sales or at yard sales, where I'm only paying $1 or $2 for them, but I love to list Torrid. It's just something that moves for us. This is another Ralph Lauren shirt that I picked up at Salvation Army. This one I picked up for $1.99, and it's one of 4 in very similar styles that I picked up, all with these really bright colors and paisley and all buttoned down. This one sold for $15. I want to say I had it listed for about $18, and I accepted an offer for $15. Ralph Lauren is absolutely bread and butter. It moves. People love that. I mean, I love Ralph Lauren, so I wear that all the time myself. And it just always gets a lot of attention and moves out. It's not something that's going to bring in, you know, it's not going to be a $50 item, but that's okay because it sells. I sold another Torrid piece. This is also from a recent thrift haul. This is the red, white, and blue tunic. This was in a size 5, so that's a 5X. We got this at Goodwill for $5.99, and it sold really quickly for $16. This shirt sold within a week of having been listed. This next item is a pair of shoes that have sat around for a hot minute. We got these over Christmas break at Goodwill for $5.99. These are Amalfi by Rangoni, snakeskin, patent leather, lace shoes. They were a very unique style, and so I knew they were going to sit for a little bit, and that is exactly what happened. They were in a size 10, and I accepted an offer on them for $15. Next up is another Torrid shirt. This is a floral smocked, almost like a baby doll look to it. We picked this up at Goodwill for $5.99, and this sold fairly quickly for $12. And by fairly quickly, I mean it sold within 2 days. And this one surprised me because I didn't think this one was nearly as nice as some of the other pieces. And this one flew right out the door. And maybe it was because I priced it a little bit lower. But still, it sold within 2 days. Next is another piece by Athleta. So once again, sorry, Athleta. This is a tank top in a size large that is in the sangria pattern. Love the colors in this one. Love all of the paisley. And we picked this up at an estate sale for $5 when we got a ton of Athleta stuff for $5 a piece. And we flipped this for $15, so not bad. Now this has been listed a while. This has probably been listed a month and a half to 2 months, but it finally went. These Fry black flats I picked up at Goodwill for $5.99, and I had these in my thrift haul. I had these 2 thrift hauls ago, and they were just really in good condition. They are in a size 9.5, and I flipped them for $30. Fry is another brand that has a great sell-through rate for us. Fry just moves, highly desirable, even when it's sitting around for a little while, and it doesn't usually sit around long. It still gets so much attention. A couple of months ago, I sold a Fry belt, and it was a vintage belt, but it was old, and it definitely had flaws. And I want to say it was listed for maybe 2 weeks before it sold for full asking price. So that's definitely a bolo. Keep your eyes open for anything by Fry. It's just a high quality item and really, really seems to sell. These Madewell jeans are in a size 34. They are from Karen's personal collection, so she was getting rid of them, and they sold for $26.99. These are a pair of Eileen Fisher jeans that we picked up at Goodwill for $5.99. They are in a size 12, and we sold them for $32. I want to say there's something special about them, like they're organic cotton or something. Really, really soft denim. So I was happy with them. They were only listed about a week before they sold. This pair of shoes is a pair of Naturalizer Mary Janes. They're a beautiful mustard colored suede in a size 7. They have been around. I picked them up at an estate sale for $2, and they looked like they were hardly worn. The bottoms were really nice and clean, and I finally accepted an offer of $12 just to kind of get them out. Once I had somebody who was willing to purchase them, I knew the color was a little bit weird. Not everybody loves wearing that color. It doesn't match with everything in your wardrobe. And so I figured let's just get them out and make room for some new inventory. These Yogalicious leggings I picked up. They are in a size 1X. We picked them up at Goodwill for $2.99 and flipped them for $12. And they've been around. They've been listed for at least a month and a half or so. And the last item on this What Sold video is this Free People off the shoulder pink and white pinstriped shirt. It is in a size large that we picked up at Goodwill for $5.99, and we sold that for $15. This was only listed for 5 days before it sold, so I was really happy. Free People is very hit miss with me. I'm starting to learn the different things that sell and the things that don't sell by Free People. It seems like anything that's bogo chic or has a little bit of a peasant vibe to it tends to do really well. And so I'm trying to kind of hone in on that whenever I see Free People, and not just haphazardly pick up or every single piece of Free People clothing that, that I find at Goodwill. Now, if I find it at a yard sale, that's a different animal, because if I'm only paying $1 or $2, I will definitely take a chance on something. But Goodwill's prices have been going up lately, and so now some of their items have gone from $5.99 to $6.99, and that's a whole different animal. I know it's only $1 difference, but it's just getting higher and higher, and when I compare to what I get things for at yard sales, that's a huge difference. And yard sale season is right around the corner, thank goodness. Okay, for this What Sold video, my cost of goods for all 30 items was $138.79. For all 30 of these items, we were paid $608.31, which is net of shipping costs that the buyer paid to us. I am using 20% as an estimate for fees, although in reality our fees were probably a little bit lower based on the number of items that were sold on eBay, which charges less than Poshmark. But for our purposes of this video, I just estimated a straight 20%, which came to $121.66 in fees. And so if you back that out of our profit as well as our cost of goods, that leaves us with a net profit of $347.86. And that's not bad, but it's not great. We definitely usually have better sales than that. Our totals are usually higher than that, but it has just been a slow period, and my understanding from in talking with other resellers is that February and March are expected to be a little bit slower. All right, guys, that is everything for this What Sold video. If this reselling content is something that you're interested in, definitely go ahead and hit the subscribe and the like button. If you want to be notified when we upload new videos, then go ahead and click on that bell and it'll send you an email when videos are dropped. Please stop back to our channel on Wednesday when we will have our next thrift haul video. And remember, guys, it is not cheap, it is thrifty. Bye.